Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Come on in. Come on in. It's Thursday. It's Friday Eve. Get ready for the weekend. Get ready. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Another segment of Build Your Best Life. While you're on your journey to being a better you, why not follow my basic principles to build your best life? Good evening to everyone, whether you're watching me on Facebook Live or my YouTube channel, whether you're here in the United States, Canada, Jamaica, Bahamas, Nigeria, wherever you're watching from, welcome. I'm so glad that you were able to join me today. I am continuing this month with my under construction series because how many of you know you need some great building materials in order to have a great life? So that's what we're talking about here. And today, you're not the boss of me. How many have ever said that or heard someone say that, or you said it to someone said it to you? You're not the boss of me. You can't tell me what to do. Well, I'm talking about today, you're not the boss of me, but that is when someone is trying to give you direction to explain to you how to do something, but you're taking it the wrong way. And in life, you have to get information. People have to teach you new concepts. You have to learn new things for yourself. You always have to be out there trying to do whatever you can to stay up with technology, whatever the trends are. And so if you don't know what those things are, you just heard about them, you want to learn about them, then someone has to teach you. If you go on a new job and you've never done something before, you have no idea of that current position's policies and procedures, then somebody has to give you a guide. You know, it's like your navigation system. You know where you want to go, but you don't know exactly how to get there, even though you've been there before. So, you know, are you a person? Let me ask you some questions. How do you like to, how do you take directions? If you're driving and someone tries to tell you which way to go, do you kind of like hear them but don't hear them, or are you open to it? Another better question, how do you take constructive criticism? If someone is trying to give you feedback in order to help you, do you take that as, oh, they're picking on my work, I know what I'm doing, I did a great job, I know I did a great job, so what are they saying? Are you that teenager that just found your voice? Hey, if I talk back, I'm not going to have to duck. They're not going to throw anything at me. So, you know, whatever they say, I got something to say back, you know? Or you may be that young adult that has finally found a way to say no. So now, you know, people come and they're trying to tell you something or need you to do something or whatever, and you just, no, I'm not going to be able to do that. No, that's not right. No, I'm not going to follow those instructions because they don't make any sense. So all these questions do have one thing in common, and that's the feeling that, hey, somebody is trying to tell me what to do, and guess what? They are not the boss of me. You are not the boss of me, so you can't be telling me what to do. I know what I'm doing. But come on, let's be honest. Just because someone gives you a suggestion does not mean they are trying to boss you. The person may see or hear that you're doing something correctly or incorrectly, or not relaying the appropriate message. So you're on a new job and your coworker can hear you and you've been telling people for the last hour the wrong information. So if that individual comes over to you to say something, they may be attempting to prevent you from embarrassing yourself or making a grave mistake. If you are on someone's job and you're constantly making errors, giving out the wrong information, that could have a bearing on your job. So the person is not trying to be the boss of you. No, they didn't hire you. So no, they're not your boss, but they are only trying to assist. And how many want to be assisted when you're trying to do something? I do. Hi, Dan. Thanks for tuning in. Glad you're watching. So don't always assume that someone is attempting to be the boss. They may just be trying to be a helper, try to do the right thing, especially if they were assigned to train you. Now, I remember when I first got married, of course, my husband and I, we had known each other for a while, but still it's different when you marry and you're living together, you're together all the time. You have to kind of learn each other's habits and what they like to do, how they say things or whatever. So my husband had this term, and every time he would say it, I would go ballistic. I mean, I would just shoot off like a cannon. It was a simple term. He would say, "Hey, Deborah, I'm going to let you." Excuse me? And he might have said, "Deborah, I'm going to let you go by yourself. Deborah, I'm going to let you go and pick up Christopher." Okay, what do you mean he going to let me? He don't think I know how to drive? I'm grown. I'm smart. I got sense. Why he think he got to let me? I go to work every day. He gonna let me? Well, see, I was perceiving it as he was giving me permission to do something. I didn't need him to give me permission to do anything. I felt like I was grown. I was just I wasn't as big as him, but I mean, I was the same age as he is. So, how dare him? He gonna let me do something? What do you mean you're gonna let me? You can't let me do anything. I don't need you to tell me what to do. One day the light bulb finally came on. It's like, wait a minute. Okay, he's not trying to tell me what to do. That's just his terminology. He's just saying, that's I say, I'm going to the mall, are you going with me? And he says, well, I'm going to let you go by yourself. He doesn't mean I'm allowing you to go by yourself. It's, well, I'm not going to go. So, you can go, it's okay if you go by yourself. You can go by yourself this time. I'm not going, is all he's saying. But I was taking it as, hey, you telling me whether or not I can go or not. So sometimes it's, one of those things where we just fly off the handle for no reason. And again, it's one of those times when I say sometimes you need to stop and listen before you react or do something. Because everybody does not speak the same way. Everybody does not come from the same culture. Everybody doesn't come from the same country or state even. People say things in different ways. As an example, if I right now call my husband in here and say, blah, 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 and then he says something back to me and I don't hear him. Now I would say, excuse me, because I didn't understand what he said. Someone else may say, pardon me? Okay, they're saying the same thing I did. They don't understand what was said or they didn't hear it clearly. But they, instead of saying, excuse me, they were taught wherever they came from to say, pardon me. And there was a young lady that I used to work with years and years ago. And I would say Louisville, Kentucky. But of course, she said Louisville is the way she pronounced it. But because that's where she was from and that was her culture, and that was the way she spoke. But if she didn't understand you, she would say, please. So, you know, at first when we heard about please, what are you begging for? What do you mean, please? Please what? But again, that was just her way of saying something. So everybody can be saying the same thing, but depending on your culture, where you're from, you may say it differently. So just because someone comes up to you and they say something, they are not trying to boss. They are probably trying to help. So again, that's one of those times when it's essential to stop, listen, and then respond. That will help you to have better communication with people, because if you bite their head off every time they try to assist you or help you, then what's going to happen? You're going to let you go for yourself, sink or swim. They're not going to try to help you any longer. So just like as I said earlier, if you're on a new job and someone is training you, it is their responsibility to ensure that you are following the appropriate procedures that the company has in place. And if they see you doing something incorrectly, they're not supposed to just sit there and allow you to do that. They're supposed to, you know, bring it up, let you know, that's not the appropriate procedure. This is what you need to do. Well, you don't take offense and say, well, I'm doing it. It's not the first one I had. I know what I'm doing. You have to listen. That is a new job. They may not do things the way that you are accustomed to. If you came from a totally different background, it may be something totally different. But now if they told you how to do it, they showed you step by step, and you're doing it and it entails some type tool. Let's just say you have to use Excel, doing whatever it is that they've showed you how to do. And you feel like even though they've showed you, you understand that there's a better way of doing it. Well, you go ahead and you finish whatever it is and then say, I know, earlier I was getting ready to do something different and you were just saying that that was inappropriate. Well, let me show you this. It may be helpful. If you go in Excel and do X, Y, Z, you get the same answer, but you're saving about 20 minutes. You mind if I show you what it is? And then you show them and they can, wow. They say you learn something new every day. So they are open to you showing them something, but you can't just fly off the handle and immediately, say that I know what I'm doing. You can't tell me what to do. So you have to always follow people and work along with them, and they'll always get offended. Hi, Leonardo. Thanks for tuning in. And Peggy, I hope you're enjoying this segment. And I hope you're not telling anybody you're not the boss of me. But, sometimes it's just second nature. You may be having a bad day. Someone's just trying to show you something, but it's like, hey, I don't want anybody telling me what to do. But people can help you. They can keep you from making mistakes. They can keep you from embarrassing yourself, and it's all worth it. If a professor states, to you, hey, class, this is what I want you to do. You have these assignments this week, and you need to do your reading assignments first. Then you do your discussions and respond to your classmates. Once you have done those two things, then you take the quiz. And so you say to yourself, why are you going to tell me what to do? I know what I want to do. It doesn't matter. As long as I get it all done before Sunday at 11:59, it doesn't matter. I paid my money to go to school. They can't tell me when I can do my discussion board. Well, just think about it. You're just going on the defensive immediately, and you're not even thinking. Just think about it. Read first, do your discussion second, take your quiz third. So which one of those three items do you think going to have the most weight? You're reading, you're not going to get a grade for. But can you do the discussion and have an intelligent conversation with your classmates if you don't read the material. And if you don't read the material and have dialogue with your classmates, are you going to do well on your quiz? Your professor is assigned to teach you, assist you, and give you the right information. So if that's the way they're giving it to you, they're probably giving it to you in a logical sequence. If you don't want to follow that sequence, fine. But you're the one that's going to have to, deal with it if things don't turn out right. But don't think that they're trying to boss you around. They are trying to assist you. It is the professor's job not only to teach. They're going to get paid whether you make an A or you make an F. But it's their job, if they're a good professor, it not only to have you in the course, but to ensure that you understand the material and that you pass the course. So again, this is something that's helping you. So following a path to get the best results. Hey, tell me which way to go and I will listen. So you can avoid human error and life mistakes if you are not suspicious and hostile whenever someone attempts to offer correction or advice. People don't have to help you. I'm going to say that again. People don't have to help you. Have you ever been on a job or in a class and you really wanted some help or needed some help, and that person that was sitting next to you could see you doing something wrong and would not open their mouth? They would not say a word. They would just let you drown yourself. So just remember that it's a gift if someone takes the time to try to show you how to do something if you're not doing it correctly, because they don't have to. Their offer is a gift to you. So think about what you are doing realistically. Others more than likely are not trying to boss you. They are trying to help you. Discipline yourself to be open, listening, and taking help from others. Discipline, and this is what the whole thing is about, is being disciplined. Disciplined, not that you need somebody to always, but you need to be self-disciplined. And I know what I need to do in order to be successful. So that could include listening to others when they are trying to assist. So your discipline is listening and taking that help. And discipline is a necessary material that will assist you in having a great life. Remember, we are here and under construction because we are trying to be better, trying to build a great life. We already have our foundation, our association. So this month we are working on discipline, and we're going to get it. We're going to do those things that are going to help us to be better. I almost said amen, but it is an amen. So be disciplined. Remember, they're not trying to be the boss. They're trying to be a helper because they know that you need the right building materials in order to build a great life. So I hope that there was something in this segment that was useful to you. You know, if there's someone that you can think about, and you know what, that sounded just like my coworker. That sounded just like my friend. That sounded just like my spouse. If that sounds like someone you know, maybe you should suggest this video to them or share it with them so that they can listen to it. You know, oh, I was listening to a video and it was great. I think you need to listen to it. But just share it with them so that they can hear and grow and know that everybody is not against you. And as we go today, these are some very serious times. You know, our young men are being beat down, talked down to. Everyone wants to portray them as they're no good. They're not going to be any good. There are no good young men, and it is not true. So we need to help as many people as we can, because we have young men out there that are trying to be the best that they can be. They're trying to carry themselves in a proper way, have the right attitude, the right mindset. So we just need to assist them in getting those things done. So anyone that we can share the information with is very helpful. Before I go, I do want to mention coming up this Saturday, my Mothers with Sons workshop beginning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have 4 dynamic speakers that are going to be with us on Saturday. Beginning at 10 a.m., we have Linda Wright Patrick, Dating 101. We have next at 11, we will have Brady Robinson giving 5 tips on how young men can utilize money and make it work for them. At 12 noon, Carol Crockett, she's going to be talking about help. It's a bomb. You have to tune in to find out about that bomb. And then at 1 p.m., we have Angela Cooper Nixon closing us out. And guess what? Girls don't want to date dummies. So you have to tune in. It's going to be fabulous. If you can't stay tuned for the entire time, we will be on from 10 to 2. Tune in when you can. I am sure you will enjoy it. And I have been looking so forward to this for, it seems like, for the last 5 months, but it's probably been more like 2.5 months. But I am looking forward to this event on Saturday. Please remember to follow me on my website, www.buildyourbestlife.org. There you can find out more about my platform, calendar of events, my web store is out there where you can get your own copy of my book, Build Your Best Life. You can get an autographed copy, but just go on my website and I will get that out to you very quickly. But my book is about basic principles that will help you, young men and mentors and everyone that is trying to help someone be better. My basic principles will help you to get that word out. You will have all the information right there in your hands to refer to. But it is a great piece of work. It has helped people so far and it will help others. It will make a great Christmas gift. And I'm going to be adding something with it beginning next month as a Christmas package for those who want to purchase it for someone else to have that shipped to them. So please do visit me on my website. Again, that's www.buildyourbestlife.org. And please tune in Saturday. I am looking forward to all of you to be out there. Now, as you go on your way to be the best that you can be, there will be distractions, rough terrain, and detours. Don't let any of these negative aspects of your journey stop you. Though they may slow you down, keep going to be the best you so that you can build your best life. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I will see you 9:30 Saturday morning, as well as 10 a.m. Saturday morning for Mothers with Sons. Thank you. Be blessed. Have a great rest of your day.